This is an insight from Rahimi Law Firm PC, powered by freshnews.ai. Clear USCIS interview preparation for marriage green cards can reduce delays, avoid RFEs, and protect family stability. Executive Summary. A USCIS marriage green card interview is a structured review of your forms, identity documents, and proof of a real marital relationship. The officer compares your testimony with the information in your I-130, I-485, and supporting records to evaluate consistency and the depth of your shared life. Strong documentation and clear, truthful answers help the officer make a confident decision on your permanent residence. Today's signal. If you're headed to a USCIS marriage interview, the officer will compare your paperwork and your in-person testimony to confirm your marriage is real and ongoing. With interview notices often arriving only a few weeks ahead, you may need to gather joint financial records, organize photos, locate originals, and prepare for detailed questions while balancing work, travel, school, and expiring work or travel cards. If your preparation is rushed or incomplete, your case may face longer review, extra document requests, or a repeat interview that keeps your family in limbo. Rahimi Law Firm provides guide adjustment of status after marriage through structured workflows that tie ownership approvals and recurring execution together. Why it matters. Here are 4 takeaways. First, you may only get a few weeks between your interview notice and the date, so gathering updated joint documents quickly can affect how smoothly your appointment goes. Second, your answers about your relationship, living situation, and history are compared to what you submitted in your I-130, I-485, and other forms, so inconsistencies can raise doubts about a good faith marriage. Third, missing originals or weak joint proof can lead to a request for evidence, a second interview, or longer case review, which can affect your work authorization or travel plans. Fourth, clear preparation and honest, calm testimony help the officer understand your life together and make a decision that supports your family stability. How it works in practice. After you file your I-130 and I-485, you receive a biometrics notice, then later an interview notice with the date, time, and field office address. Before the appointment, you gather originals of birth and marriage certificates, passports, prior immigration documents, and updated proof of your life together, such as leases, bank accounts, insurance, and tax returns. At the interview, you check in, provide identification, and you and your spouse answer questions separately or together about how you met, your wedding, your home, and daily routines. The officer may ask for additional records on the spot. If your packet is thin or your responses raise doubts, you might receive a written request for more evidence or be scheduled for an additional interview, which can slow your path to permanent residence. One practical adjustment. Set aside one evening this week to make a simple folder for your interview with your originals and a short written timeline of your relationship to refresh your memory. What to do next? Here are 4 takeaways. First, review your interview notice carefully and calendar the date, time, address, and required documents. Second, gather originals and copies of all civil documents and organize joint financial, housing, and insurance records by date. Third, prepare a relationship timeline and practice answering straightforward questions about your history and daily life using honest, consistent details. Fourth, consult an experienced immigration attorney if you have prior marriages, criminal history, immigration violations, or long periods without strong joint proof. Read more at rahimilawyers.com.